Hi trackies, welcome back to another video. Please remember to smash that subscribe button, hit the like button as well. That's how the video gets to the YouTube algorithm. Share the video if you care. I hope y'all care, so share. And yes, please sound off in the comment section below. Okay, so trackies, we watched what happened at the Barbados Grand Prix, where Jamaica fielded three teams to compete in the relays. We only needed to field two, really, but it was good seeing the women's 4x100 meters out there as well. Again, getting practice in, because those are some of the athletes that will be looking to potentially fill gaps if some of the top athletes are not able to run rounds at championships, right? So really good to see these athletes out and getting the practice in for the relays. But outside of that, the main target was the men's 4x1 and, of course, the mixed 4x4. We didn't field a women's 4x4 team. Those are the three teams that we do not have an automatic, qualification for into the World Championships. But I did give you all my thoughts as it relates to setting expectations heading into the meeting. And coming out of that, especially for the men's 4x100 meters, I saw a lot of people saying we just need the faster men and we just need the best guys, to turn up and run. And I thought to myself that this is some of the same problems, this is the same mindset as far as I'm concerned, that is causing the problems. Let's just go with the faster people. Let's just go with the faster people. But the last time I checked, the faster people did go to the world relays, right? And unfortunately, they didn't get the baton around. So it's not just an issue of speed, right? About us getting the best, legs out there, the fastest legs out there to compete in the relays. No, that's not the issue that we're having. And like I pointed out for the men in the 4x100 meters at the Barbados Grand Prix, where they clocked a 48.46 seconds, and many people were not expecting them to go fast, or at least that fast, right? For me personally, listen, I didn't have any expectations of them, to run that 48.2, but seeing that they got this close and realizing why they weren't able to even get to that time, for me, even more so highlights our areas of deficit. It's not the individual legs. The individual legs by themselves are great, right? Like what we saw over the weekend. Their individual legs were awesome. And those guys, for me, also seemed determined enough to try to get to that time. And maybe, like I did see a few people saying, if the competition was stronger, maybe would have been able to, pull off the time, perhaps. However, for me, what remains the actual issue as far as I'm concerned is the fact that we have no, cohesiveness when it comes to our individual legs coming together and getting that baton around, right? So three passes and the three passes, and I suppose you could say, Odean McPherson, right? That pass that he did to Kadrian Golson at the end was the best pass, between all the athletes, and they tend to run a lot together for their club and school, right? So outside of them, you could really see, struggles between Boaji and, of course, Christopher Taylor, and of course Christopher Taylor to Odean, right? And again, that's because we are lacking in practice, and I see a lot of people going, oh, just throw on the faster legs, and the same thing happened with the faster legs. You all say to me that no, our team can't dominate. Yes, our team can dominate. Look at South Africa. Just look at South Africa that won, right, at the World Relays in 2025, but also last year picked up their first medal. Was it silver, I believe, at the Olympic Games behind Canada? And when you look at that team, other than having that one, 9-8 sprinter, everybody else was, borderline 10 seconds or 9-9 mid, right, in terms of their performances. And Canada was even slower than what we saw from a South Africa in terms of individual speed, at least, right? And Canada pulled off the win. So it's not just about quote unquote speed, because Canada would not have won. And this year, I believe South Africa, because now they've improved on their individual speed even more. We see the likes of a Bayanda Walaza, being much faster, right? So when you take into consideration that their individual legs are even much faster than they were, and I'm expecting Akani Simbine to be that much faster this year as well, right? So when you take into consideration that their individual legs are that much faster, plus the fact that they practice together, right? What do you think is going to happen? They're going to shut down the world at the World Championships. No, given the speed that we have, right? So we have a 10-7 Kishane Thompson that can very well be 10-6 and faster by the time we get to, the World Championships. Oblique Seville, I've been calling that 10-7, 10-6 for years. I believe he has it in him. He just needs to run it, right? So we have two men that are 10-7 ish slash 10-6 ish slash maybe even faster, heading in, right? And then you toss in a 9-8 Akeem Blake. And then a 9-9 performance from any other one of the athletes that are there. And what do you think? You think that that Jamaican team, if they get practicing, can't dominate the rest of the world, even with a Team USA there? And mind you, Team USA is always there when you have the likes of Canada going away with a win, right? For some strange reason, they tend to botch the passes as well and not get it around. But that being said, trackies, right? When you take into consideration the manpower that we have, the individual legs that we have, there's no way that we, Team Jamaica, should be going into any relay, right? Struggling to even get a medal, struggling to even get on the podium. And that's how I see a lot of people talking about our relays. Like, yeah, no, we're struggling to get on it for sure, but it's not because of our individual speed. That's not why we're struggling. And I don't want people to put a band aid over the issue by just saying, oh, we need faster legs, because we had faster legs in at the World Relays in China, and nothing happened. We still didn't get it around. So fix the issue, right? Fix the actual issue, and I think we will be successful. Now for the 4x4, the mixed 4x4, I see a person saying get faster legs as well. Um, Realistically, faster legs, will it help us in this mixed 4x4? I'm thinking it won't, honestly. Even if we get, our best athletes out there, are they currently in that shape to run those times? That's the first thing that we have to take into consideration, right? Second, this time that we are targeting is the second fastest time ever done. Yes, we can improve on our time, our 3 minutes 11.06 seconds. We can improve on that, right? However, to move up from 16th to 15th, we're targeting the second fastest time ever done. 3 minutes 07.43 seconds done by the Netherlands, right? Which is just short of that 3 minutes 07.41 done by the United States of America. That is the world record in that event. And these teams, not America, I will say, because they have the strength and depth in the 4x4s to, field not their best athletes in the mixed and still run a world record. It's crazy. They didn't field their best athletes. Think about it. And they still managed to run a world record. Right, last season at the Paris Olympic Games in the heats, that is, because we saw what happened with them in the finals. They didn't win, right? But that being said, guys, right? Our team, if we're supposed to put together like a Nikisha Price, you know what I mean, Stacey Ann Williams, and let's draw for, two men, Rasheen McDonald, let's draw for even Azandrian Barnes, right? Let's just throw them in. I believe that yes, these athletes can, challenge the times that are put up here on the board, but I don't believe that right now that they're in that shape, at least that best shape that they should be in to challenge, that time, that 3 minutes 07.41. And to add to that, right, I believe that they can improve the performance, as I said, but will it be enough if, as I did, highlight, if Dominica Republic decides to, put out a team? We've seen Marlene Paulino so far. We've seen the likes of Alexander Ogando. They look really good so far. So if they should field their four to make sure that they qualify, I'm sorry to say that that four would be better than any four that we put up. Sad to say, sad to say. So as things stand right now, we're in a bit of a dilemma with the mixed 4x4, and for the men's 4x4, I definitely think we have what it takes to qualify, and I'm looking at the London Diamond League, as I said, but I don't want us to just be blindly thinking that speed fixes everything. We saw what happened with the women. Okay, guys, let's use our women in the 4x100 meters. Us having three of the fastest women in history: Elaine Thompson Hera, Shalane Fraser Price, Sherika Jackson, and a very, very competent Brianna Williams. And we were unable to break that world record. Unable to. And it's not because of the individual speed. The legs themselves individually were awesome. But that's not the problem. So please focus on fixing the issue and let's not get lost in the fluff like we've done every other year and thinking that, oh, we just need faster legs and voila, magically issue resolved. No. No, 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 no. We're not doing that. I refuse to allow that to happen. So every single time I see people pushing that narrative that we just need faster legs, I'm going to come on this channel and I'm going to scream from the top of a hill that no, that's not our issue. And I don't believe that's our issue. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think we just need faster legs? Right? Let me know. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.